It's so loud in the house today. Day 19, a 1 minute plank, and then we're gonna also do 20 reps of marching glute bridges. They're called glute bridges, and they do work the glutes, but they also work the deep core muscles, because as you're driving one leg up, your core is having to stabilize your body so that you're not tilting from one side to the other, and so it really activates your deep core muscles, which is your transverse abdominis, and that is one of the most important muscles to train in your body. Your transverse abdominis, it's your body's corset muscle, and it wraps from your spine all the way around to your belly button, and it helps to stabilize. Very, very important to train your transverse abdominis. Now, let's talk about glutes for a second. Glutes are also a very important muscle group to train. They are the largest muscle group in your body, and is known as your powerhouse muscle for the body. For the longest time, I could not activate my right glute muscle. I felt like my left side fired up perfectly fine, but my right side never felt like it would fire up, and I could not figure it out. And every time I would look up how to correct this, all I would see was people posting, well, just do more reps on this side and it'll fix the problem. And I would do more reps on that side and it still wouldn't fix the problem. But during the process of studying to become a personal trainer, I learned about flexibility and range of motion and this thing called altered reciprocal inhibition. And that's just a fancy way of saying the muscle opposite to the muscle that you're working on. So if my glute muscle is not firing, that means that the muscle opposite to that is my hip flexors. And so if the glute's not firing, my hip flexor is too tight. And it blew my mind when I realized that. I was like, why do people not talk about this? Why do people not say, if you're not feeling a muscle group, maybe the opposing muscle, the opposite muscle is too tight, which limits the neural drive being able to go into the other muscle group. All this to say, when I figured this out, I started working on mobility, I started working on stretching my hip flexors and strengthening my hip flexors, and the difference it made finally being able to activate that right glute without having to do like 50 reps on that side, it was life-changing. It was a game changer. So if you can't feel your glutes when you're trying to train your glutes, or if you have an imbalance because one side activates and the other doesn't, try stretching your hip flexors and also strengthening your hip flexors, because a tight muscle is also a weak muscle. All right, day 19 complete. See you tomorrow for day 20.